In this guide, you'll learn how to use Kanban boards in Starbrix. Starbrix provides several types of Kanban boards, for projects, for individual members, for workspaces, and even for customer and supplier activities. Let's have a look at a Kanban board in an example project. A Kanban board represents the workflow of tasks moving from left to right across different stages. Each column is a step in the process, and each card is a task or work item. By moving cards across columns, you and your team can track progress, see what's in progress, and keep full visibility of the project. You can add new cards by clicking the plus button. When you add a card, you give it a title and choose whether it should be a task, which becomes part of the master plan in the Gantt chart and task list, or a to-do, which is lighter and only shows in the to-do list and calendar. Every card can be edited. You can add schedules, states, status descriptions, or assign resources. The Kanban board is fully customizable. In the upper right corner, use the column chooser to decide which columns to display. For example, I can make input queue, backlog, and deployment visible here. You can also rename columns. Simply click the header and type a new name. The columns are connected to task status. Input queue, backlog, and not started link to not started status. The middle columns connect to in progress. Completed maps to the completed status. So, if I mark task A as completed here, I'll also see it marked completed in the Gantt chart. Let's also drag task B into the implementing column. And see how these changes on the Kanban board immediately update the task status in the Gantt chart. Now let's look at two examples that represent different types of projects. First, a construction project. Here we have 10 tasks, each dependent on the one before. For instance, you can't lay the foundation before clearing the land. On the Kanban board, 2 tasks are completed, and 1 is in progress. If I try to move install roof before build frame is done, I get an error, dependencies prevent it. But once the frame is marked complete, I can move install roof into progress without issue. And if I check the Gantt chart, I see the status updated there as well. Now, a software development project. This one is about creating a new login system. I've listed several tasks. And on the Kanban board you can see them spread across different phases. 2 in implementation, 1 under review, 1 in deployment, and 1 already completed. The remaining tasks are still not started. Let's drag this task card to planning. New ideas and feature requests can be added as to-dos in the input queue, then reviewed. And moved forward if accepted. I can also reorder tasks to reflect the priority. Now let's explore the other Kanban boards. In the member Kanban board, I see all tasks and to-dos I'm responsible for or participating in across projects. For example, here's a task where I'm the manager. That's why it appears on my personal board. This view helps each member focus on their own workload, regardless of which project it belongs to. In a workspace Kanban board, the setup is different. For example, in a workspace for bug fixes, we can continuously add new issues as to-dos. Unlike projects, which have a defined start and end, workspaces represent ongoing processes. The Kanban board helps the team handle issues as they appear, prioritize them, and move them forward efficiently. In summary, Starbrix Kanban boards give you flexibility. In projects, they visualize progress toward completion. In member views, they keep each person focused on their own work. In workspaces, they support continuous flows like bug fixing or product development. This makes it easy to track work, prevent bottlenecks, and ensure that everyone stays aligned.